Hello, my name is James Bond, and today I am going to be presenting my app for the mobile app showcase. The app in question is called Hungr, and it is a service dedicated to minimizing the cost of delivery services like Uber Eats, Grubhub, Postmates, etc. So, the app purpose is to provide affordable food choices during the pandemic. According to a study done by a New York Times reporter, uh, food ordered from these delivery services can be up to 91% more expensive than just going to the restaurant and buying it straight from the source. So, knowing that fact, I thought that it was terrible, especially during these tough times for people, that they should be paying up to 91% more than they should be. So, I wanted to create an app that would help compare prices and see where you can order from that is the cheapest. So, and it would also help for budgeting for college students, for families who are going through tough times, for people by themselves who are going through tough times, just anyone who is currently having a struggle during this quarantine. Uh, so I created a wireframe originally of what I wanted to have. This is a GIF showing what I had. There's the logo, the email, the password, sign in, create an account. I'll go here. Let me go into more detail. Uh, so this is just in mind. It is a prototyper. It is a wireframe creator, and with this, I am able to create an app uh, sort of foundation to build off of. Right here, I've got the logo, the email, password, sign in to create account. Uh, Here is the sign up page right here. Uh, Use your username, your email, your password, and confirm password just to make sure you entered the right one. You know, hate it when I do that. So I wanted to try and fix that for other people. And once you create an account, you can go back to login, and then you get to the main menu. This is kind of jank, but admittedly, this is what I wanted to use as my goal to build off of using straight, pure, raw, unedited code. Uh, so here it gives you an example of a restaurant like, say, Wendy's. You're ordering a baconator with fries and a drink, and it gives you, hey, here's something cheap, and here's the cheapest place to order it from. So DoorDash. I mean, there's other options, which is Uber Eats and Grubhub, but those are a little bit more expensive, and you're trying to go for that budget. That's not the actual pricing for these meals from any of these companies. This is just for example. Uh, but this is what I wanted to make. This is my wireframe, and this was the foundation that I wanted to build my app off of. And using that wireframe, I created my final product for my app. This is based entirely within Snack Expo. Uh, there's several different components, yet only some of them work, others not so much. Snack is very finicky, and JavaScript is also very finicky. But despite that, I was able to create a home page with little floating labels to make everything look nice and dandy. Uh, a sign in button to check and see whether or not your account is real and whether or not your credentials are correct. And if you don't have an account, or uh, yeah, if you just don't have an account, you can press the create account button and then sign in right here. What? So say a username, let's a random username, food, food 2020. And then you're able, since this is a email and password text box, my Chrome is automatically thinking, oh yeah, this is what you got. Uh, but everything is still the same color. You've got your email that you want to use. You've got your password, and just to make sure, and then yep. Uh, but when you press create account, it does say that because the account is already created. That is why. Here, where's the console? Uh, yep, this email is already in use by another account. So how that works is that uh, it goes in this home component as soon as you press this button, touchable or a touchable opacity. It goes through the sign in, create account, and then once you press the button, it'll navigate to the sign up page. So that's the component, and then sign up. Once it does that, it'll enter in your username, your email, and your password, and then it will check whether or not your email has been used. Whether or not your email has been used or your username has been used, and if either of those have been used before, then it'll say, hey, create account failed, whatnot, and what it does is that it sends all of this to the Firebase service, which has a database stored full of different accounts that people have used, each identified with different tokens. But that's how that's how the whole login and sign up works. Uh, but app nav or create stack navigator navigation container does not want to work at all for my project. We've been having struggles with it for months when we only got 3 pages to work, or really 2 pages to work. But it's the login page and the sign up page. But either way, this is what I have so far, just from working Saturdays and on the weeks building up to this conference. Uh, Here, let me get back into. Nope, don't want to share. Do not want to share. I do not want to share. All right, present. Uh, so what I've learned throughout this entire process of building my app and creating a wireframe and being taught by Atobre. Thank you, Atobre. She's my teacher at my chapter in Atlanta. Uh, I learned that this is probably the closest, most accurate experience of working as a mobile app developer that I can get so far, besides going to a company and working as an actual app developer. And I'd say that this experience has been very interesting, to say the least. I learned how to use JavaScript, correctly code in JavaScript, create style sheets, create functions, a little bit of logic, kinda. Mostly just the Firebase service handles most of the logic uh, when it comes to the usernames, passwords, and emails. Uh, I'm able to incorporate different services into my app, mostly the Google Firebase. However, we were trying to implement the Places API, which which allowed access to say, hey, I want to get your location on this app, and once you get it, it'll give you a list of all of the restaurants or just locations in a nearby radius. Uh, Plus, there's also the pros. I've learned how to use Snack. Snack is very interesting. It's very much it's way easier to organize everything in Snack. However, it is very it's easy to learn, hard to master. Uh, there is no way that I'm able to use Snack at its full potential with what I know right now, and with how Snack keeps treating my project and all the services incorporated within it. I just do not like it that much, at least compared to all these other services like VSC. But either way, for learning how to code an app or learning how to code your first mobile app, this is definitely where you want to be. Uh, and what I plan on doing next, I want to add the ability to access the user's location. Like on apps, they ask for your current location, and then you'd say yes, no, allow, whatever. I want to be able to have that in my app so that people can get the restaurants that are closest to them, so that they don't have to spend that much on ordering from a Chick-fil-A that is 130 miles away from where they are now. I want to try and implement the different APIs of the most common delivery food services, uh, or food delivery services. I want to, because I don't want to add something that's third party ish, like uh, some random other food delivery service that people don't barely use. I want to try and add Grubhub, Uber Eats, DoorDash, the main ones, so that I can offer the easiest and cheapest for those main companies. And I also want to try and download my app into VS Visual Studio Code to try and edit it in more detail and add more services that Snack would probably restrict. And after finishing the app and getting it ready for consumer use, I want to try and put it onto the App Store uh, slash Play Store, especially with how Snack is. Uh, I'm able to use it both on iOS and Android. I want to try and give it out to the biggest audience I can. I don't want to try and make it an exclusive to iOS or Android. I feel like this is an issue that everyone deals with, so everyone needs to have access to it. Uh, that is what I have planned next. Here are my sites sorted. This is mostly in reference to that 91% statistic that I mentioned earlier in the presentation. This is a link to, or this is a citation to the New York Times article that they mentioned. It's very interesting. Uh, anyway, that is my presentation. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you all have a great day.